right, heading up to the family's cabin right now. First day of archery deer season in A1 here in California. And me and my stepdad up there. I'm getting a super late start on the day. I didn't leave till almost 1 o'clock this afternoon. We're gonna hunt tonight and tomorrow morning. And hopefully we can at least see some bucks and do some scouting for general season. But I would love to get a deer with my bow. Yet to do that still. Been shooting the 3D archery league every Monday night. Feeling good, feeling prepped for it after last year's mishap of hitting a deer high and back and kind of blowing my hopes for it. So it kind of took me for a spin, and now I'm really more confident in shooting my bow. So hopefully we got a true flying broadheads this time. We'll see, because I'm gonna tune it when we get up there. But I got another 45 minutes or so, maybe an hour till we get up there, pending traffic on the little 2-lane road, sometimes 1-lane road, and then the dirt roads after that. But he's been already up there since this morning, and it's 90 degrees outside because bow season in California is in July. Yeah, so we'll see. But I'm excited to get up here and have some fun. Also, side note, if you guys ride motorcycles, please wear gear. On the way up here, I just had to stop for about 20 minutes to try to fix a little Ninja 300 of a group of riders, and one of the new riders riding a Ninja 300 went down wearing just jeans, a hoodie, and some Vans, and she got scraped up pretty good, and the bike starts, everything's pretty much trashed, like the whole linkage is trashed. You can get into first, but she's gonna have to call it a tow truck or anything. But she has no good plates. The registrations are bad. They have no tools and no insurance. So if you guys ride motorcycles, please at least have insurance, your license, and wear gear. Because now she's going to potentially have a field day with CHP and maybe even have to go get checked out at the doctors and have to figure out what she's going to do with her bike because it's trashed and she doesn't have insurance. So just be smart, guys, especially on a road like this where it's just Mines Road and it's just 1-lane road, sorta. It's like 1.5-lane roads, and it's just twisties and all gravelly, and she did a low side. So just please be careful. Made it up here, took 2.5 hours. Super hot, 92 degrees. We're gonna wait for it to cool off a little bit. In the meantime, we're gonna tune our broadheads and see how those work out. But I want to make a little point too. Notice that I'm wearing just like normal clothes, so I don't really want to change into my hunting clothes because I don't want my sweat to smell. If I put on all my Sitka stuff right now, it's just gonna be sweaty because it's 92 degrees outside, and then they could smell me potentially as well. So I try just to mitigate every single little thing possible. And just maybe change like right before you about to go hunting, but that's my plan. But let's shoot some arrows. This guy's trying to set up a ground blind to practice out of. I don't know where we're gonna be messing like this. Oh my god, this is great.
Turkey blind, but why not see what else we can use it for?
Alright, so I just warmed up with some field points, and these are not the best arrows, but they are thin. They're about 300 spines, and I was just shooting these 100 grain field points for now because I'm gonna switch over and tune my broadheads, and I have 3 different kind of broadheads that I might be shooting here. I have a Muzzy trocar that I might try. Have the least favorite ones, my G5 Havocs that I use on that turkey that went straight through it. And then I have the NAP Spitfires. These are probably going to be my number ones. These ones are about two and a half inches, something like that. And they open up with 3 blades on here. I think I might actually try these first, to be honest, because these are new, never been shot. I got these after the turkey, and I feel like I want to use these. So this is number 1 so far, and if they fly good, then I'll use them. But if not, I'll probably switch to the muzzies. I'll go from there. All right, 30 yards, NAP Spitfire Triple X's. I'm gonna shoot and see if they fly off target at all. 30 yards. That just dove. That dropped like 4 inches.
Really?
Yeah. Let's shoot another here. I mean, that sounded weird too. Hopefully it didn't hit the thing from behind. Let's go top left. I just shot the middle last time. God dang it. It happens all the time with this release.
That's why the guy was selling it. Temperamental. Oops.
That just tailed.
You were off to the left.
Yeah, it blew like 5 inches over. I just watched the whole like back end of it just go shh.
Huh.
That's weird.
Are those the retractables?
Kinda. These are the ones that I wanted to try.
I got some like those.
I'll just go middle and see what happens.
We're jamming at the middle? No?
I think I'm in top left. Left again.
Yeah.
It just tails left. So the NAP Spitfires are weird. This is the one that ended up in the plywood back here, and one of them didn't even expand, the other one kind of expanded out. And that's really concerning because it just hit hard wood, let alone a deer, and it didn't really expand out. And they flew like 5 inches left, whereas my field points are dialed. And I hit my target with them, and they didn't expand my target either. So I don't know what's going on with that. All right, so we're gonna throw a muzzy trocar downrange and see what happens instead of those NAPs. Dead center. That one was weird too. It went
Really?
like it went up to the right and then down to the left. But a little more accurate than the other one. So shooting the muzzies, these guys right here, muzzy trocars, they flew a little weird. It was kind of went like up and around, like a draw in golf, and it almost went through the target though. A lot more penetration than the Spitfires, and Spitfires is just not making me happy. There's such good reviews, but I don't know. Between this right here, which didn't really even expand out, versus a fixed blade. Kind of liking the fixed blades right now. So 30 yards, pretty much all the way through down to the fletchings, and I was aiming middle each time, and that one just drifted. It's about 4 inches over. Not happy with that. All right, 40 yards, 2 with Muzzy Trocars, 2 with NAP Spitfires. This is a more realistic shot anyway. That felt good.
Is that the Muzzy?
Yep, Muzzy. That flew pretty true. I didn't see any tailing either direction for that one. We're just going dead center here. That one drew to the left like crazy. And we'll do a NAP Spitfire, triple X. Way high. That went straight and then tailed up, which I've never seen him do before. That one probably went through it. That was center.
Yeah.
So inconsistency on the Spitfire. So coming up on it now, almost all of them went completely through. This one, this is the last one. I think it was just from where it was, but it went all the way through. And it took off a blade. There's a blade somewhere in here. That's not good at all. So this one's trash. Great. But it seems like the Muzzies are pretty centered. So I think I might go with those. All right. Changed into a full outfit to get the sweat and stench off of me. And I'm gonna head out for the night. It's about 6:15. Decided to eat dinner first, just in case. Because if you kill something and come back super hungry late at night, it's not fun. So should be good for the night for food. Now we're just gonna probably stay out till dark. And let's go glass some side hills and see if we can put a stock on something. Got my bow with my converted Shrewd archery carrying handle slash stabilizer on my Elite 70-pound Ritual 30. See how this goes. This right here is one of my favorite places to glass. The shady side over there, deer bed down. The wind is in my face. Got about 270 degree of a canyon. It's my favorite glassing trees right here. Nailed it. I should not have my arrows like that though. We got a doe. One doe. There she goes. Way up there. This is my favorite little glassing rock right here. You can see all of that cross. It's all on the land for us. Here I am thinking that there's something rustling around in the bushes and it sounds big. Nope. Just a giant covey of quail in there. That's it. Getting excited over nothing. You be beautiful out here though. Sunset. Let's go home.
Get a jackrabbit. Got my expectations low.
Set your expectations low for jackrabbits. Alright. Oh. Shoot. Let's drop my blueberry in my little carrier. It's about 5:30 in the morning. It's like 80 degrees. It's really hot already. I was 85 inside, that's why I slept up here. And then kind of go the same way I did yesterday because I saw deer, and he actually saw a bunch last night too, so he's gonna go that way. And see what we can see. Just kicked out a buck. Well, I just kicked out a buck in Dudo, and he looked pretty small, but he was right over here. It's probably about 60, 70 yards out, and they just took off. Oh, there goes the other doe. But might have blown my cover. So they just went over in this area right here. He's a pretty small buck. I'm gonna let him go. But cool to see some sign. But he had maybe forks like as wide as my fingers. So he's pretty young, but I'm looking at him right now through my binoculars. Awesome, we got some sign though. Don't know if you can see it, but there's a doe running up that way, and we got some coyotes on the other hill. I actually might go this way just to see if they're going to lead me to something else. But that buck is pretty young. Hopefully it leads me to a different one. Can't see it yet, but you can for sure hear it. There's a coyote like probably 200 yards away. But it's down there for sure. So I was walking in this ravine, and I see like a little blacktail flickering up there. Sure enough, it's a buck, and I actually think it's a different buck than the one I kicked out earlier. He's still pretty small, but he's really high. Like his antlers come up out of his ears, and then he's got two little forks. So he's legal, but maybe in a couple years it'll be really nice. But the thing is with these bucks up here,
30 yards away. Probably that same doe as before, because I was kind of hightailing her a little bit. And the deer bed down so early here. It's 7 a.m. right now, and deer are already bedded down. I just kicked her out of her bed. Pretty much the same spot as where they were bedded down this morning where I kicked them up. So looks like we got 2 doe and that buck that lived back here, so that's cool. Jackrabbit at 5 yards. No, probably like 15 feet. Shot way over it. I got my arrow back though. And it looks good. The broadhead just needs a little bit of sharpening. But it should be good. Didn't lose it. Morning. Happy opening day of California A-Zone season. Today is August 14th. It's about 6 a.m. almost. And the sun's finally starting to come up just a little bit so that we can actually see. And I'm excited. There's 3 of us up here. Camped out over there. Cabin and stuff. And taking the rifle and the bow at the same time. So we'll see how that goes. I really don't want to carry the extra weight, but the way things have been going, I can't get in close yet. So the winds just doesn't seem right. It's going to be really hot today. So we will see how that goes. But I really, really, really want to get some of my bow. So I'm going to keep pushing for that. But if not, I got the trusty 7mm rotary with me. So here we go. So I'm sitting at this hill glassing again, and there's a doe right over there. I'll see if I can get a little video of it, but I'm glassing this hill so far, and that doe's sticking out like a sore thumb, so I think I'm not going to go over there that hill yet, because I don't want to bump anything. So I'm just going to stay here for a bit and just glass a lot more. So we actually have 2 other doe over here as well, right in this area. And 2 other doe, they're all full. The one that's back over here, though, is still on high alert. So 3 doe on this hillside. I'm going to keep glassing and see what happens. Alright, so we now have 5 doe on the hill. There's 3 over here, and like 2 over here. I'm just going to sit and wait for a while and see what happens. There's got to be their daddy around somewhere. Alright, so the initial first doe that I saw, that was in this area over here. She just took off with her 2 fawn, so there's actually 6 doe on this hill, and then the other 3 took off that way. So it looks like this hill is clear. I'm still gonna make my way back this way because the wind is to my face, so I'm just gonna keep going in the direction the wind's in my face. Leave all of this off limits and see what I can see. I don't know if you can see it, but all this haze out here, it's from the fires up north. So hope you guys are doing well up in NorCal up there. I got a C-zone tag too, but I don't even know if I can go this year because of it, so we'll see. So I'm around here still hunting. I try to make it so that I'm mimicking like a cow. The deer up here are used to cattle. So what I do is I'll just take a few steps, stop, look around a little bit, maybe give it a second or 2, turn around, stop, look at that, there's some poop right there. It also helps you take in the sights around you as well. So now you take a few steps, you might have a different vantage point from where you were 5 feet earlier, and you could look out into other places. That's just a little tip that we do here. On top of this rock right right now glassing this area. I don't know if you can really tell, but this whole canyon is just all fogged in from the smoke. The smoke's up north, but they're about 3 hours north. Maybe 4 hours. Oh, I see a doe. I see a doe with my naked eye right there. But yeah, it's been crazy these past few weeks, especially at work. I work outside and it's hard to breathe some days. But yeah, that's all smoked in. That's a buck. So I was sitting on that rock glassing and I saw that doe bedded down. And all of a sudden, this buck just comes crashing over the hill. Like something spooked it, but it was not there before. I watched it come over the horizon. And there was another buck with it. So it was a decent shooter and another smaller buck, and then it took that doe with it. And another doe went down the hill. So that's 10 deer I've seen for the day, and I tried to get a shot off, but he wouldn't stop running. They were gone. So I came up this hill right here, and I just ran up the hill and tried to like flank them. And those fuckers move so fast. They're probably in the next county already. So I'm just gonna go this way to see if I see any sign of them. And if not, I'll start walking back the other way. There's a bedded doe about 45 yards right in the front right here. So I don't know if that's one of the same deer that I just kicked up and came over here that I tried to follow or what, but she's just kind of chilling right there. I don't want to spook her, so I'm gonna go back the other way over here. But I hear some ATVs, and the ATVs are somewhere out there, and I don't know where they're at because this is like our land over here. So I could hear them talking. Their voices carry, I know, across a canyon, but it's weird. All right, well, good day for deer. Saw about 11 deer opening morning, and it's 9 o'clock on the nose, and I'm beat. I've already done a couple miles of hiking, and it's probably almost 90 degrees. Saw that shooter buck. He's gone, but couldn't get a shot off. That was exciting though. The thing just like came crashing over the hill like he was spooked and took 2 other deer with him. I've never seen that before. He was on the complete other side of the hill, came trotting over like he was spooked. It was weird. And then I went back down this way and saw that doe, and I think it's that same doe that I saw during archery season. She's acting the same way. She was in bow range the whole time. She wasn't afraid of me. She was by herself. And she's 1 hill over from where I saw her at, so probably the same doe. Other than that, pretty good morning. I'm gonna head back up, meet with the guys, get some late breakfast and chill out, and then go back out this afternoon. Well, we had a pretty productive morning, and with a combined total of 18 deer between me and Arthur and Ethan, I'd say that's a pretty good success of hunting. It's cool to see a lot of it. Just that one shooter buck just still baffles me, but it's still fun getting out here in the woods of Livermore, California. Love it up here. It's my favorite spot on earth. Going out for a afternoon hunt, but I'm only bringing the rifle this time. We'll see how things go, but looks like we actually have some guys on the road up here, so we'll see how this works. So I guess all the action that we were supposed to see this weekend was this morning. That's it, because I haven't seen anything. No squirrels, just birds, some dry. Oh, there's the wind. Wind finally starts to pick up now. There's been nothing. This morning it was windy, it was cooler, it was much nicer. So what I'm thinking is, after glassing a bunch of side hills with nothing on them, I'll have to start making my way down ravines, because I know that deer like to feed in shady ravines when it's still really hot outside, and they don't really come up the hill until they bed. so I'm probably gonna have to try to find a ravine. But honestly, guys, there's not much action going on, so I'll save the boring stuff and keep you out of it. But I'll let you know. Alright, the sun is setting on opening day A-Zone 2021, and grateful for this opportunity. Great day of hunting up here. Saw lots of deer. Hopefully get back at it tomorrow. And if something happens on the way back to camp, I'll let you know. But otherwise, good night. Alright, so it's about 3 weeks later. It's Labor Day weekend, and Arthur and Michael are going over there. I'm gonna head back this way, continue this search for a buck, see how it goes. It's a decent buck in 2 toes. I couldn't get a shot off. It was walking the whole time. It didn't stop. But there's a doe in my sights right now. I'm gonna head up the hill a little bit and see what they do. They're walking right at me, but I don't see the buck anymore. There he is. He's hit pretty good. He's hit pretty good. He was kind of dazed at first. I don't know where he's at, but he's right on the road last time I checked. So I saw him go off towards this direction, and I have 1 shot left. So I have to go and try and find him now. But I hit him twice for sure, at least. Not even 40 yards from where he went. 7mm 08 Kimber got it done. Had to shoot him 3 times because he wouldn't go down, but it looked like he was going to take off after the first shot, so found him. Looks like that first shot went all the way through his rear here. He's a 3x2. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Yes! Yes! Oh man, 3x2. First thing bigger than a 40 that I've ever shot. Labor Day weekend, got it done at 7 a.m.
I haven't even been hunting for an hour. It's awesome. Now the real work begins. All right, let's see how much of a man I actually am. Easier this damn lift thing wasn't in the way. Damn shells. This is why I don't like camper shells on trucks. Hey. Gotta make the 1990 GMC pretty, even though it's got almost 300,000 miles on it. This thing still runs. Alright, so I pull the deer out of the back of the truck and bring it to the skinning shed. And I pull the truck back around. And I see this fucker walking back down the hill. And I raise my hands in excitement saying like I got a deer. And he comes down and I look at his wrists and they're all bloody. And I'm like, what's going on? And apparently we just doubled and now we gotta go find his and we're gonna go follow his GPS that he mapped somewhere back here, but we're gonna go pull it out with the truck. But doubling before 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning, Labor Day weekend. Hell yeah.
Up this now?
No, made the right call walking back and getting help. All right.
So, I mean,
I don't think this is the same deer that I passed on, but no, it might be. But I mean, who knows up here? There's so many deer coming in and out of this area. But sweet, legal buck.
legal buck. Bigger than last year, right?
Yep. Very good.
Yeah.
So
Jeremy carrying my deer out for me because I'm an old man out of shape and he's a young stud. So
you shoot young bucks, you gotta let the young buck breed it out.
yeah, that's right.
And this is how we do it. 2 deer's worth of meat.
So we started processing both the deer at about 9 a.m. this morning, and it is 5:58 right now. It's almost 6 o'clock. It's like a full day's worth of work to get meat. This is from trip 4. Meat. That's only just the steaks and the loins and stuff. Steaks and roast, because all the grind pile is all in there, all underneath. So that's gotta get processed as well. Other than that, great Labor Day weekend. What do you think?